I do apologise, might be just some audio issues plaguing things at the moment. Hopefully this will fix things. Alright, we'll try that again. Kia ora, no mai haere mai, talofa lava, maloa lei. Welcome to Flagstaff Park here. Round 1, week 1 of the 2025 Waikato Rugby Division 1A game between host Suburbs. You're playing left to right and the visitors Pirongia. Glenn Foot says, let's get this game underway. Suburbs kick off into the 22 of Pirongia. Waiting there carefully, running it back strong. 5 metres outside the 22. He's done quite well to hang on there. There for Finn McLean. Spin to the right. Brought down 11 metres short of halfway. Now there with the number 4 for Pirongia, Logan Johnston. As they come left. Excuse me guys, can someone grab that for me please?
What is it?
Piece of paper. Sorry folks, just lost one of my notes as it comes to the right. Thanks mate. Pirongia making the breaking the advantage line at the moment. They spun left. There with Sean Coates. And there's been a little knock on there from Suburbs. So first scrum of the game, first contested scrum we'll see today. Both the Bees and Women's games played uncontested. Golden Oldies. And Finn McLean wearing the number 9 jersey. And it will be a scrum reset. Can't have a game of rugby without a scrum reset. As they say that English is they say English is the hardest language to learn in the world. Front row in scrums in a game of rugby must be second hardest. It's a 5-1 split to the left for Pirongia. Mitzuran wearing 10, Sonny Romu White and 12 to the left. Only the right winger Flynn Woost on the right wing, they gun left. There for Romu White. Rat ball out towards the left wing of Daniel Belt. Daniel back, oh that might be the old seat back tackle. He's brought into touch though. And quick play here from Suburbs. Brought down midway 22, 10 metre line. The number 15 of Andy Tilo. Comes back to the man in the pocket, roots it downfield. Pirongia's fullback, it's actually the number 10 there. McZurin with ball outside his own 22. He fires it off to the right to Jason Hill. Bangs it down inside the Suburbs 22. Daisy Motunga has it. Comes outside the 22. Looking at options, takes the tackle. Pirongia over the ball. No, they haven't won it. They go to the open. Some good tackles in there from Pirongia. Already we've seen a bigger intensity than we have in the other two games today. As they come right, and yeah, Glenn Foot right there in position. Says that's a knock on. And we'll have our second scrum of the match. It'll be 4 metres outside Suburbs 22. A scrum feed here for Pirongia. Just giving a warning to a couple of Topity guys to bugger off. Well, you know, if you wanted to do, you want to do your own thing, I'd turn it to my advantage. We've got another scrum reset here. Jason Hill sitting in the pocket just to the left. He's got Romeo White outside him. Then Bolstead and Belk. Although it might go to the right, it does. Hill with ball, running over the 22, he's spotted a hole. Gets the ball out to the right. Been misfooted there. Suburbs trying to walk over it. Pirongia still with it. Almost left the ball behind. Be there 3 metres out from the line. Zoran met in a big hit. Under advantage though, the tackle was high. Now it comes to the left of Seabeck. Oh, a bit of a scrappy ball, Ramuwai there. Brought down 6 metres from the line, in front of the horns. They come right. Now they're with Demir Finley. They go right again. Tucks his head in and goes. This is one of the forwards. Brought down 6 out. There was Zurin. Suburbs trying to claim it. Still with Pirongia. Zurin again. And bit snatched at. Bit of a fight. Ramuwai has it. Good tackle coming in from the number 14. Nate Healy from Suburbs. Ramuwai playing half. There for Kernan. Pick and go for the base of the ruck. 3 metres out Pirongia. And a penalty goes their way. I'll be looking at the points here. Maintaining their feet is the call. And a scrum called. Interesting, we're having a chat between games, myself and Rob Shannon, who's been on camera for all 3. Thank you, Rob. Always appreciated, mate. It's almost like you enjoy your work as much as I do. So scrum feed here, just to the left of the posts. On the 5 metre line. So 3-2 split with Jason Hill in the pocket. They come to the left. Zurin out to Ramuwai. Ramuwai trying to break. Spins. Brought down 2 metres short. Now they come right. Zurin goes himself. Almost trips over though. Pick and go for the base of the ruck. Suburbs there with defence. They come right again. They've got numbers here, Pirongia. And they've been left behind. Finn Woost. He's knocked it into touch. And Suburbs with a big let off. So line out feed here for Suburbs, 15 out from their own line. It's off the back. There's the number 12 of Jared Howells. Comes back to Lotunga in the pocket. And he's put on a good touch find, has he? Just actually trying to find the touch judge. be a line-out throw here for Pirongia, 5 metres inside Suburbs half. A couple of law changes this season. The throw is not straight but uncontested. Saw that in the Bees game. It's play on. If it's not straight, it's a free kick. This time it is straight though. Two good line-outs from each side. Big hit on the number 7 from Pirongia there. Jay Seabeck has still got it left. This one's bounced over the top of Suburbs fullback Andy Tilo. He's going to run it from his own 22. Gets brought down with a very good tackle. And Glenn Font's seen something, and it's a penalty. In from the side is the call going against Suburbs. And it'll be a penalty 2 metres outside Suburbs 22 here for Pirongia. And a kick for touch. Interesting, they've had 2 penalties in very kickable positions. First one is a scrum. This time they've kicked for touch. It'll be a line out 7 metres out from the Suburbs line here. Not Brad Burkhart, sorry. Ethan Kiernan, sorry, to throw. As the ball goes to the middle. Set ball here for Pirongia as Kiernan has it at the back. Just there for McLean. He's going to feed the backs. There for Zurin. Zurin dinking and diving. Gets brought down in the midfield. They come right again. Bit of a shimmy. And goes. And Suburbs have turned it over. Matanga gives it off to one of his backs. It's been lost over the back. Cleaned up there by Pirongia. And it's opened up. And Pirongia are going to score the first try. 5-0 kick to come on that right wing. Don't have a number for you, sorry. It was almost on ground level here, but it was messy. It was broken play, and Pirongia were almost looking as though they're going to score a try in that corner a couple of minutes ago, but this time they capitalise. Mitch Zurin on kicking duties today. Puts the ball down just outside the 22. About 8 metres in from that far touch. Wind blowing from left top of your screen to the bottom right. Here's the conversions away to the left. Got any thoughts, comments or questions, folks, please put them in the chat. I'll get round to them when I see them. You can watch these games back as often as you like. There'll be highlights posted to Bev's Broadcasting during the week at some point. Got a bit of a busy week, as well as another cricket game on tomorrow morning. There's a nice little stab here from Matanga. Pirongia have read it quite well though. They're 11 metres inside their own half in the midfield. They come left. There was Jay Seabeck. Some good driving work. Supported there by Sean Coates and a couple of others. It's gone out the back. They come right. Zurin gives it off to a forward. So that's Jay Seabeck in action again. The sound of the crowd. They go right. Remaway. Off to the right again. Nice little ball on the infield, but he's left it behind, but Pirongia have still got it. And it has actually eventually been knocked on by Pirongia. Suburbs will have a scrum 5 metres inside their own half, 8 in from touch. third scrum of the game. We've had 12 and a half gone. Big scrum from Pirongia, but quick strike here from Suburbs. Inside ball from Motunga. Under advantages, he was taken out off the ball. Here goes the number 8 through Dylan Meek. Just short of the halfway line. Motunga off to the left again through Pirongia, sorry. Few spots dribbling in. Here with Jared Howells. They come right through Lewis Taitoku. And they've made a few more metres here, Suburbs, inside the Pirongia half. There for Pirongia Harris. Yeah, Stacey Daniel with a good break over the 10-metre line. Gets back to his feet. Advantage is over as Andy Tilo goes himself. Now a pick and go from Anthony Sinclair from the... Actually no, that's the number 6 of Brooklyn Rundstrom. They go left again. Back into traffic he goes. 2 metres outside the 22. Motunga finding Tilo. Gets good offload away to Nate Healy in 14. Pirongia doing well to stay clear. Is Dylan Meek on a run? Now through Pirongia Harris. Now they're with the number 12 of Howells. The range is starting to come in a bit here. Wasn't forecasted. Suburbs 15 out from the line, just to the left of the post. There with Pirongia Harris. He gets the offload away there to Daniel. Still 15 out, they've just gone sideways. Under advantage as Motunga goes. They're now 6 metres out from the line. In front of the horns now goes Suburbs. Still keeping it in tight with the forwards. But Pirongia doing well here on D. Here's the number 12 steps back inside. Jared Howells. Suburbs doing well to recycle the ball. Motunga shows and goes. Pirongia there to meet. Now they're with Rundstrom. As Pirongia might have turned this over, they have. Some great D. Now they're trying to clear out. It's a good kick downfield. Might not go into touch. Bounces just on the halfway line for Healy. He fires it infield to Tilo. As the rain's lightening up now. Under penalty advantage here for Suburbs. Pick and go from Tilo. He keeps going. He's over the 10-metre line. Sinclair. Off to Leon Holton. Great work, Rayleigh. There with Motunga spotting a hole. Can't get it through. Brought down 3 metres short of the 22 here for Suburbs. Pirongia still being asked to make tackles. It's loose, but cleaned up by Suburbs. Bit of a don't argue from Stacey Daniel. He gets the offload away. Now Rundstrom with a third carry in about 5 phases. Now Daniel again. Stacey Daniel through a hole! Stacey Daniel will score Suburbs' first try. 5-all, kick to come. His first year playing for the Suburbs Rugby Club. He's a bit of a traveller. He's played for Aotearoa, Te Awamutu. Last year was in Northland. Now wearing the black and white hoops. Atanga adds an extra 2. Suburbs in front. 20 minutes gone, first half. They live. That rain was around for about 5 minutes. Is gone. The Topiti boys haven't. Yeah, scoreboard here saying 5-all, but it is 7-5. We start here from Mitch Zoran. It's a nice hanging one. Oh, great take in the air by the fullback. Gets it offload away. Pirongia back on hot attack after 5 minutes of defence. As it's messy at the back of the ruck. Towed through from Suburbs, but straight into touch. And Pirongia will have a line-out throw where everyone can find the mark. It'll be 15 metres still inside the half of Suburbs. As Ray Lee joins us. How are we going, Ray?
Yeah, good mate, Biff.
I love how you're like, I'm in, no I'm not.
Sorry, I just had to put away some wet things.
Yeah, fair enough, mate. The Suburbs, they take it up and they put it back downfield. Pirongia's number 10, Zurin, with it. He's going to fire it infield. It has a big infield run from the number 7. Gets away from it. Pop ball from the base of the tackle. Now it comes back to Zurin again. He's going to put a better boot to ball this time, but only as far as Sinclair on his 10-metre line. Now gets up over halfway. Still going Sinclair here. Good tackle on the Pirongia 10-metre line. Runs back into traffic. Seen that a few times in the first 20 minutes we've had here. Nice little ball out the back. It's been left behind. And yeah, just been a little knock on, maybe rushing things, right?
Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. Just got to take your time there, I think, and just slow it down and just let the ball come to you a bit more. Trying to offload in a tackle in a 50-50 ball scenario is probably not that good with a little bit of rain around.
Yeah, where did that come from? Who ordered that?
Oh, I know, mate. It's just nice enough just to keep it moist and the ball slippery a little bit, eh?
I have to say, great work to whoever's the groundsman here. This is the 3rd game being played on it today, and I mean, I've seen this ground in a lot worse shape.
Oh, absolutely, mate, absolutely. The boys from the club have put a lot of water onto it. They've got the sprinkler been out for the last few months, sort of sprinkling every single night to try and at least get some green grass on top.
You don't always see grass this green come first weekend of April.
No, absolutely not, absolutely not.
But that rain last night may have helped.
Certainly did, and obviously the heat as well is also helping it out.
I was going to say, to show how much rain we've had, I think the Black Caps game at Bay Oval, which is one of the better drainage grounds, started an hour and a half late.
It certainly did. Certainly did.
That shows how much rain that's been around in the country at Mount Wanganui.
Just a hop, skip and a jump from where we are here at the Flagstaff Park.
Well, I'd say hot skip and a jump was where the second one, Dale, which had my car not broken down, I would have made.
Oh, really? Just a reset scrum here.
Yep. Can't have a game of rugby without scrum resets.
Good shunt there from Suburbs, initial hit there.
Yeah, McLean goes to his right, little chip through. Tilo's back on his 22 there. Waits patiently. He's going to return it from outside his 22. There's nobody home at the moment. Pirongia have all of a sudden woken up and Suburbs have come through. He's towed it ahead, towed it back infield. Is it going to sit up? I think it will.
Well done.
Well, what a try, really.
Perfect. Well, look at that. That's brilliant. Open space, let the ball bounce. Rugby ball bounces different ways.
No way you want it to.
No, exactly. As a defender, you're waiting for it to bounce in your arms and it will go right angles away from you.
Do you know who scored that try? Sorry, I was a bit blinded.
Unsure.
14. Yep.
14.
Number 14 for
there you go. 14
Suburbs,
from the
Max
lower
Healy.
grandstand.
Thank you. Well, I was going to say this whole area here was covered with people until it started raining. There's Daisy Motunga. Did he play for Suburbs last year?
No, he's another new recruit this
He is
season.
I thought he was another new recruit. Hasn't had a bad game though. 24 minutes into this one. Strikes it, yeah, but it stays left. What else is happening in Suburbs land this weekend, Ray? Sponsors Day are here.
Sponsors Day at the club. It's good to see quite a few people around. So sponsors and squad day. Suburbs is pretty blessed with the sponsors that we do have, so we like to give back and put a special time on for them.
Can't have a game or an organisation without local businesses help.
Exactly right, mate, exactly.
What's squad day, sorry?
Squad day is just a bunch of guys that $100 squad members. You get to join up for the season and you get to be a part of the festivities and of a discounted bill, which is always handy.
Oh, that's always good as long as it's flying. Good take here from the restart from Suburbs.
Great carry there.
And he carried a boot just inside the 10 on their own side of halfway. They go blind. Still making the advantage line at the moment. Comes back to Motunga. He's going to put a right foot to this one. So Pirongia will have it on there just outside their 22, sorry. Now Zurin. Zurin runs it straight and hard. There's the number 10. McLean recycling. On his own 10 metre line. They come left. Zurin, short ball inside. Almost static ball there.
That was sort of hot potato, that one, wasn't it?
It was. Comes left. Inside ball with Jason Hill running, the cutter. And Suburbs have pinched this.
Great turnover there.
Yeah, like a good old bakery with the turnovers. Base of the ruck. And it's loose here from the number 11 of Daniel Belk. Inside his own goal line. Belk running back with ball in hand in front of his own posts. Brought down 15 out. Glenn Foot playing advantage for a high shot. Another little chip through, but it's well, I was going to say it was a silly.
It wasn't in that. It's just that seatbelt tackle. As he puts his hand up and acknowledges that he's done wrong.
A few times I think he did that. He's running back saying, my mistake.
Well, at least he's been honest here and owning his mistakes. It's sort of next job now, though, isn't it? You sort of flush that as fast as you can. And
what I have to say as a referee is the ones I hate, was it ex-referees, we're just waiting for the ball to come back. It's the, who, me?
yeah, correct.
When you get from players, it's like when it's right in front of you, Glenn Foot's a very seasoned referee.
That's a great word to describe.
Well, I
Foot.
described Ron Sargent as experienced. He said he didn't mind it. Here's Pirongia, put the ball out, 15 metres still inside their own half.
Right in front of that Suburbs sponsors grandstand.
It's brilliant, that banner, I love it. I can't draw sticks.
It's been around for many years, that one.
Oh, first time I've seen it.
Yeah.
Definitely not my first trip to Suburbs.
No,
The first time I've seen that banner.
it's come down from the archives.
Understandable. Sinclair has it. Gets a nice ball away to Sean Coots. Actually, sorry, it's JC Beck with that here. They come left again. Through some of the smaller numbers. Now room away. And Belk's knocked this one on. So it's going to be, I was going to say it's going to end up in the Suburbs' hands, but it doesn't.
Absolutely, yeah. Just running a short line there into a line of defence and a solid wall there from Suburbs tacklers.
I was going to say also hit the point of the shoulder, which is never where you want to grab the ball.
Not early on in the season, mate. Not at all.
We had two good games, good games of rugby.
Yeah, I missed the second one. I was here for the Phillies this morning, which was a good hit out for the ladies.
Oh, definitely. Pirongia played very well in that game as well.
Absolutely.
Scoreline won't show that. It's one apiece in this triple header today. Motunga looks out the back there for the number 14 of Nate Healy. Has it been knocked on, I think, here from Pirongia?
Advantage here is Foot.
Penalty advantage as Motunga goes close to the 22. And everything's just calmed down a little bit. Now there for Holton. Moved laterally at the moment. Now they go blind. And a big tackle coming in. It's been knocked on, so they'll come back to that advantage.
The advantage there is coming all the way back to the scrum there for the prop with no bind on this side of the scrum there, Mr. Bevan.
Yeah, that's
technicality there.
I have to say it was actually a pretty decent scrum if there was no bind.
I don't know how must have good core strength, that one.
Yeah.
The bind is the only way that I can stay up in the front row.
With a bit of support. It's alright, Ray, like you, I stay in shape. Next weekend I'll be at Silverdale commentating their premier match against 15 other guys.
Just a small...
Matt Webb's live stream.
Oh yes, yes.
Somebody else, that's what I enjoy, Ray, not having to do the technical side of things.
Just turn up and
spin
some yarns.
Yeah, definitely.
Suburbs line out here, 5 metres out by the looks of it. On the attack.
Yeah, that post's actually quite confused me there. It's in the middle. Goes to ground as they come into the maul. It's a couple of feet floating in the air in the middle of that ruck.
Stop there, but it's gone again now, and they're slowly crabbing towards the try line here.
It's come blind on the ground, and it's been knocked on. Some great work there on D from Pirongia, and they're letting Suburbs know.
Love a bit of feeling in club footy. How good is it having club footy back on?
Mate, I know.
Saturdays.
Well, Pirongia, for those that don't know, is a country club. We're in the northern part of Hamilton City. First class Suburbs is a country club, just the way it's run, the way you treat people in that. Nothing like two good countrysides going at it like this.
Absolutely, mate. We've always proud ourselves on being the country club in the city, is what we like to say.
Yep, so I'd wholeheartedly back. As the scrum starts to crab to the right, but they'll put boot to ball, and Ray's almost diving off the back of the trailer there to catch it.
Too old to carry on that diving like that. Clearance there from Pirongia, just outside the 22 there, Bevan.
How did talking about diving catches and all that, how did the Suburbs cricket sides do this season?
Look, mate, we great season all around. We put a B's team in for the first time, so we split our team up. So we had 41 new cats to our cricket team.
Brilliant, not to be confused with Marist Suburbs from Hamilton.
Absolutely not.
We've got 1 foot in each camp there. Burkhart to throw. Wearing tape round his head, wasn't wearing that last season. Ball eventually goes to the middle, off the top. Matanga finding the fullback, nice little ball out the back to Matanga again. Nice little hands, it's actually Tilo that's playing fullback with ball now. Caught 15 metres inside Pirongia's half. They come right, and the old schoolboy era there, right?
Just had a quick look up at the defence here, and rather than catching the eyes on the ball, catching the ball and looking at where you're going.
You call it schoolboy, but I mean everybody does it.
100% they do, mate.
Even the big stars. Any idea what the Moana Pacifica Waratah score is? I know they're playing. Well, they were. It was a while ago. Kick-off was.
Standby caller. I can pull that up.
Blues Hurricanes later on tonight from the Garden of Eden. My Blues not in a great state this season. Chiefs on top. Big scrum here again from Suburbs. It's starting to twist. It's at the back there for McLean. He gives it off to Ramawai. Ramawai goes through one. Gets a good offload away to his centre. Dummies and goes to Bolstead. Lucky Bolstead! Oh, great tip tackle. He gets back to his feet.
Held.
He wasn't held. And the second try scored for Pirongia. It was a great break there, Ray.
Certainly was.
Almost
through the middle there.
I think he sold the dummy for about 50 cents.
Straight through the middle and just backed his pace around the outside.
It was a good ankle tap that almost had him.
Stayed calm, managed to get back to his feet and put the ball down over the white line. Always a great start to the season.
As you said, with two eyes open, not your one eye.
Absolutely.
You know, your Caps are in a bit of trouble. 186 for 5. after 34 overs.
There you go, and the Waratahs are up 21-19.
21-19, they can't have long to go.
54 minutes.
I guess there's still half an hour.
Still a little bit to go, mate.
From North Harbour Stadium, the new home of Moana Pacifica Rugby. Zoran looking to convert the try. He's way to the left. I was wearing a Highlanders jersey actually a couple of weeks ago, and someone commented and they go, mate, it's like when I support Moana Pacifica. If anyone wants to have me commentating Super Rugby pre-season, that also then results in a free trip down to Queenstown.
Absolutely.
I don't care who you are, I'll back you 100%.
I will wear your merch.
Especially when they gave it to me for free as well.
You'd take that, wouldn't you?
The Suburbs just taking their time back to halfway. Good to see though, Moana beating the Crusaders last week.
Oh, how good.
Didn't watch it, but
it's good to see Moana doing well this season and all around.
And at the Apollo Project Stadium down in Christchurch.
Absolutely.
Is you got a bee in your bonnet, do you?
Like getting attacked by bugs left, right and centre.
No, I think it was a wasp, mate.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. I was just about to say be careful. Mataya gets us back underway, 12-10 with 5.5 to play. There's Pirongia running up from their own 22 through Jason Hill. They've made it outside their 22. Zoran putting a little wipers kick across to the right winger of Woost. Claims it well. Oh, good tackle on the halfway line though. Stop start at the moment. As Suburbs they've turned it back over. And might have been lost in the tackle there. No, it's a forward pass. Just the game started to break up a little bit.
It certainly has. It's just a little bit of a niggle off the ball, which we like to see in club rugby.
As long as it's kept clean.
Oh, 100%. Let them know that you've had a little push. He's knocked the ball on. Just let them know about it.
Introduce yourselves.
Make them think about it for the next little bit.
Yeah, we're nearing oranges. That rain's gone away. Thanks, Ray. I actually reckon you bringing the umbrellas brought that rain in earlier.
Oh, I've tried to do the other way, mate. Tried to bring it in so you wouldn't have to get it.
Well, hey, as I said to you, I'd rather you have it and not need it. As McLean goes for Ramawai. Ramawai goes himself. There's great blow over here from Suburbs, but Pirongia have still got it.
I thought he's seen something on the ground.
And he's knocked it on. Important question here for you, Ray. Is this your first time
commentating?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, can I say it's not your first time watching rugby?
No, definitely not. No, I'm biting my tongue here a little bit. Normally I'm up on the grandstand with the other supporters yelling out a little bit of advice to the referee, but
that's what I'm saying. You've got both eyes open for a change.
Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. Trying to be as unbiased as you can be.
There's an player in backfield for Suburbs on the ground. Today, have you watched pre-season games as well? Or?
I haven't seen any pre-season games
okay,
just due to cricket, but
oh, of course you have. Yep. These new rules where you can't take a scrum from a free kick. I quite like that.
Oh, look, anything for me that speeds up the gameplay, I like.
And for a man of your calibre,
yeah, absolutely.
running
rugby, mate.
That's a compliment. There for my tongue on the right. Off there to the second five. There with the right hand wing of Healy. He's brought down just outside the 22. Matanga gets the ball from Sinclair. There with Holton. Holton breaks out of 1 out of 2.
And round the corner.
Round the back with the pass. Brought down 15 out. Matanga goes left. There with Stacey Daniel. And we'll just wait and see.
Looks like Brandon Singers from my bad eyesight.
And he's out in touch. I think that was the number 4 of Brandon Singers. I believe he may have scored a 60-metre try last year, an intercept from memory.
Potentially, or it would have been our...
was one of the locks.
Yeah, it would have been probably number 7 actually. I see, he scored a couple of ways. Unfortunately, he is off on the sideline this season, having a knee surgery, I believe.
Well, I was going to say, I've heard a few people are sitting on the sideline when they should be playing. It's Pirongia 5 metres out from their own line. They win the line out. It's an ugly ball to McLean. Now back to Zoran. He puts beat to ball. They have a line out just outside the 22 of Pirongia. Folks, on that note, we always need referees or ARs if you're interested.
Oh,
There's a penalty. Might have been a bit of yap, I'd say.
There he goes, pointed and singling them out. Don't you talk to me, son. March back, please.
Well, as I said, Glenfoot won't take any mess. He's been around a while.
Here, looks like they're going for the corner.
Well, that's what I'd do, just because that's
A minute 29 to go in the first half there.
yeah, 2-point lead. We're having a chat between the Bs and As. I just wondered whether that's what let down the Suburbs Bs, is that they had a couple of easy kickable penalties that they chose not to early in the game.
Absolutely. Suburbs Bs is normally don't take penalties like that.
I was going to say Bs in general, to be honest.
We always go for 5 points. Go for glory.
Now it's being brought down in the middle into a maul.
Get a steam on there. Get a steam on.
It's only 2 metres out here. I'm sure that's Burkhart with ball. Just saw the line.
Looks like he's gone over.
And
oh, Glenn Foot's
double movement.
Double movement here.
Well, actually, looking at footy, I think he said triple movement.
He's just getting a little bit silly there with his arm movements, isn't he? But scrum here, Pirongia. Well done, Pirongia there for the defence and the drive. See what Suburbs can do here in a scrum, defensively fight.
A clean attacking scrum. I think we've had 5 and it might be 3-2 to Suburbs with the scrum feeds. They've all been messy. Time up on the game clock, on the ground clock. Is this a screwed round? Under penalty advantage here for Suburbs. There goes the number 12. And no try.
Come back for the penalty there though. It was a good hit from Suburbs on the scrum.
I'll tell you what, Pirongia's put a good boot to that ball downfield.
What would you go here?
I'd go again for the, well, I was going to say for the line, but they've called a scrum. My only concern is, again, the defensive scrum, the attacking scrums haven't been clean. Well, that's all right, we won't tell anyone what you did.
There's time off on the clock there. As AR walks in from the far side of the field.
Yeah, I think Ron Sargent's saying something here.
Ron's never short of a couple of cents to put in a game.
Well, I said earlier that rugby's full of characters, and Ron is definitely one of them.
Absolutely. He's just given Glenn some advice here on what he's seen pattern-wise at the scrums, I believe.
Do apologise that I've stopped my time, didn't restart it. Yeah, 5 minutes. 5 minute scrum should be time off as half time at the next stoppage. As it's a 5-1 split to the right. That's where they go. It's an ugly pass here from Sinclair.
I think it was a touch there from a Pirongia hand by the looks of it.
I actually think it might be a high tackle. As they pick and go over the line. No, they're not. They're just short.
Brad again, going in again.
He loves a good meat pie, Brad Burkhart.
Loves to get in and do the hard work.
Now they go right again towards the posts. Glenfoot looking. And another held up. Pirongia very good on D at the moment.
Coming back for an advantage, I believe.
Yeah, and it's a penalty advantage. It's 4 penalties in a row. Suburbs in the red zone. So Pirongia have got to be careful.
I think Glenn's just had a quick chat to them there to say no more down this end of the park, please, lads.
Yeah, not surprised Suburbs have gone for another scrum. Oh, Ray, I thought this was a good live stream, and then I've just seen the comment. Someone who's commented on the live stream. Do you want to tell us who that is? I know who it is.
I can barely read, mate.
Oh, it might be Greg.
Is that Mr. Mike Gregan?
It might be Mr. Mike Gregan.
Up the burbs, he says. He's a good Suburbs man.
And a referee as well. Out towards the right here, Matanga with Hells.
And it's been turned over by Pirongia there, and they've just cleared it downfield.
Oh, what a break. Get out of jail free card for Suburbs.
He's managed to keep that in.
He's done well to keep that in field, as that's an ugly pass into someone's shoulder or back.
And I think your ugly passive phase, you'll go to half time there, won't you?
Pretty much things up here, Ray. We're going to half time and the Suburbs 12 leading Pirongia at 10. Alright, welcome back. Second half action. Well, we're about to get underway till a few Suburbs reserves are slowly making their way off. Rayleigh, been a pretty interesting first half.
It certainly has, Bev. It's been a topsy-turvy sort of game, I think. Both teams sort of struggling to get any sort of dominance with the ball.
Oh, Suburbs did for a while, but Pirongia were just very dominant in defence. As that's will get us underway. It's a short kick-off and claimed by them. I think it's the second in about 3 restarts from Pirongia that they've claimed. And come out to the left as the few jerseys getting a bit muddy now. Tom Poley on the field in number 19. The spin to the left. There for Ramawai. Had a strong first half. Did Sonny Ramawai, the Fijian. They're 11 metres inside Suburbs half. They bring it back to where everything all started. Through Kiernan.
Brad Burkhardt
And
all over the
Burkhardt
ball.
over it.
Another turnover. Typical Brad turnover, that one.
Textbook Brad.
Good chop tackle with Brad. Straight onto the ball.
Shows why he, well, I was going to say, doesn't wear the captain's armband, but a figurative armband at least.
Absolutely. It's pretty handy having a hooker that can get turnovers like that. It's like playing with another loose forward.
There's a good nudge. Line out will be on Pirongia's own 10 metre line. We've got no ball here. Ball eventually makes his way into the arms of Brad Burkhardt. 5-man line out, uncontested, so it didn't matter whether it was straight or not. Matanga's done well there. As the ball wasn't cleanly passed him, he gets back to his feet towards the 10 metre line. Pick and go from Brooklyn Rodstrom, sorry. There with Brad Burkhardt, onto the 22 of Pirongia now. Almost won a penalty, back themselves to the same thing. Still standing strong on the tackle. 15 in from touch on the 22. There was Warrenstrom again. Made a couple of metres inroads into the 22. Piahana Harris. Piahana Harris has had a few good strong runs already. Nice little ball there to Sinky. Oh!
What a hit.
Run it to a wall. A 1-man
here.
wall.
Slow ball here for Suburbs.
Another pick and go towards the right. Sinclair moving to the left. Harris. Piahana Harris. On the 5 metre line. 6 in from touch. They'll go open. Burkhardt has to juggle the ball. Now to the number 8 of Meek. Holy crab to the right. Matanga picks and goes himself. Tries to reach out. And I think he's knocked it on. So Pirongia have it. It's all messy.
Suburbs have forced the ball over the line there, but I think they're going to come back to the knock on originally.
It's quite an obvious knock on there.
Yes.
And so it'll be Pirongia scrum feed to the right of their uprights, 5 metres out. Bevan Jenkinson, Rayleigh with you. Bev's Broadcasting covering Suburbs Rugby for 2025. Back after a successful year last year. Lulu Shield winners. It's a spin to the right. They're going to put boot to ball, and the Topati boys do a horrible job at catching that. As Pirongia try to go quickly, but
Suburbs trying to go quickly there, mate.
oh, sorry, Suburbs. Tell you what.
Slight difference in the uniform. There's a bit of blue up the side, Bev.
Yeah, I've got yellow on the. I actually thought for some reason it was yellow.
The second half yellow.
Yeah.
We were yellow for 2 years, mate.
Okay.
And then we moved to a blue for some reason, and we quite enjoy it.
I remember that for Anzac weekend, which is the next home game against Southern United.
Yes.
It's taken me all day to remember that. Next home game for Suburbs is Matanga. Out there to Daniel, already scored the first try. Oh, it's a good hit from Pirongia. Should make the highlights reel, that one.
Oh, and a tip there.
And yeah,
I
someone's
think
gone up.
got that, and we've had a little bit of push and shove with a quick tap there.
Yeah, Sinclair's gone.
And we've got the advantage out there too from Glenn Foot for being offside.
Bit of how's your father on the back play there. Bit of tap and a yeah, mate, from each other. 15 still under advantage as Burkhart goes. Good tackle there from Mania Murphy. Now Harris. There with Brendan Singer. Singer's brought down 10 metres out.
How good's the lock on the outside there, ranging down the outside of the field?
Well, absolutely. Burkhart, wrap ball to Daniel.
Just sit there in the middle.
Yeah, he realised he had his own players in his way. And things have switched out to the left. There for Centers on the wing again. He's back inside. 5 metres inside the 22. Now there for him at Allen. Matanga pops a nice ball straight to a Pirongia jersey. Calls it offside, but it was general play.
There's no one home here.
Goes out towards the left. Little chip through.
With no one home and Pirongia coming through.
Yeah, and the fullback, Josh Hull going hard. Oh, he tried to toe it ahead, but he stepped over it. But it's still there being with Pirongia. It's gone messy, under advantage.
Oh, look at it.
Yeah, I think illegal entry might be the call there against Suburbs. And again, just messy play here, Ray.
100%. Some good phase play there from Suburbs, but then just a simple little turnover.
And as Glenn Foot says, let's have a chat to the captains. But as you said earlier, Ray, there's just been a little bit of off the ball niggle stuff.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. It's always going to happen between Pirongia and Suburbs. There's always a little bit of off the ball niggle stuff. But as rugby goes, yeah, a little off the ball niggle, and then you shake hands and have a cold beer in the club rooms afterwards.
Absolutely. Suburbs 36-5 winners in this match last season. Pirongia, though, the 2 years before, 13-10 and 12-10.
Yeah, don't remind me of those scores there, Bev.
So I reckon it was that 12-10 I live streamed.
I think it was too.
At Pirongia.
At Pirongia, and the grass was about 4 metres high that day. They didn't have the sheep on the field that afternoon.
There's actually been a yellow card being shown here. It's a Suburbs player that's going to the bin.
No, it looks like is it the Pirongia?
Well, I was going to say Pirongia are the ones clapping. Unfortunately, we aren't mic'd up, so sure what is being said.
And it's the fullback.
It is Anthony Tilo that's going to be... Andy Tilo, sorry, that's going to go to the bin for 10 minutes. So something Glenn Foot has seen off the ball. Brad Burkhart definitely having a good chat with him.
As the niggle still goes between the open side flanker of Pirongia and Daniels of Suburbs, always having a chat out in the back line there. Saying, yep. Run it straight, mate, run it straight. I've got your next breakdown. Be a good match up to watch in the next couple of phase plays here, I think, Bevan.
Yeah, we're only 7 minutes into the, sorry, 3 minutes. We'll go with 7. It was 7. Into the second half. It's been a long 7 minutes. Thanks to Suburbs sponsors Apex Property.
There's another yellow card come out. A late yellow card there for Pirongia. Couldn't tell you what number it is.
Yeah, it's the guy with the headgear on. Have you got a number? No, Rob doesn't have a number. He's taken a sit back. Might actually be the second 5.
Centre there, yep.
Yeah, Senny Ramawai that's gone to the bin. Sonny Ramawai, sorry. Now the look at it. Sheep. Yeah, the number 12.
So Glenn Foot and his AR have seen a little bit of niggle there and decided to put one apiece in the bin.
Even Stevens.
14 on 14.
Pretty much even Stevens on the board as well. It's only 12-10. Which was the half-time score. And Pirongia have got a line out 5 metres inside the 22 of Suburbs. They go to the back. It's off the top. Nice little ball there for the open side JC back. Is there with the number 8 on the 22 for Dimia Findlay. Come left again. Zurin. Off to the fullback of Hill. Jason Hill, nice little ball inside. He called for it. And it was a good ball and all tackle. Playing under advantage.
Suburbs being ambitious. He's trying to throw the ball away at behind their own try line, by the looks of it.
Yeah, it comes back to one of the backs. In front of their own horns. Thought we're under it. Yeah, we are under advantage. Long advantage being played, but
some good signs from the Suburbs boys there, having a go. Deep inside their own try line. Stacey Daniels trying to pull out his inner Carlos Spencer.
not a bad move if you can pull it off.
Absolutely.
It'll be a scrum here for the Suburbs. 5 metres inside there, 22. 15 in from that far touch. That sun comes in on a niggly angle.
It's getting harder and harder to see.
That's why I normally wear a brim no matter what season, because that way you can, you block out the rain, you block out the sun. I know you got the old Ray-Bans on. They'll come blind. Sinclair goes himself, puts a little tip through, gets over the halfway line, and it's out on the full. Wasn't a bad option though.
It wasn't a bad option, just that unlucky bounce of the rugby ball again. Seemed to be hit as he was kicked as well, so put him off foot.
The best bounce of the ball I've ever seen, I was assistant referee at Mill Street for Fraser Tech, and kick goes forward, screaming past the reserve bench, and they're all like, why don't you get the ball line to the 5 metre line, and they scored. There was more to that.
Absolutely.
Pirongia with it. Out there to the number 18, he's knocked it on, I think. So Andrew Charleston on the field. The Suburbs have gone quickly. Matanga held up. They're 15 metres inside their own half. Suburbs wanting to play quick. They go to the right. Pirongia there to meet them.
Have a run, Jay. Have a run.
Nice little short ball. And I think 10 foot might have missed something there.
Shut up, country, you fucking pussy.
And there'll be a penalty. Yeah, forearm coming in. It's the second time I've seen that today, Ray. An attacking player leading with the forearm.
Yeah.
It's a big no-no. Apologies that I said Glenn Foot might have missed it.
Doesn't miss much, old footy.
No.
I do think he had a slight help from the touchy on this side, just to let him know that what he saw was correct.
The line-out feed here for Pirongia, number 19, Tom Pole. Throws to the front, straight off the top. Zurin finds Belk. You know that's the number 18, so of Charleston. Under advantage, Callum Hall feeding his backs. Both teams back down a player each for 10 minutes. It's a nice wipers kick. Brandon Singer's on this left wing again. He's juggling around with it. It's tried to be kicked forward, and there's an offside advantage being played. And unfortunately, Ray, we haven't
in front of the post too, by the looks of it. 22 out. And they're going back for the...
They're going to go for the scrum, okay. Interesting. I think this might be the first scrum we've had this half, and the first half definitely showed it's messy.
100%. You turn down easy 3 points to have a scrum 6 metres out on the right hand side of the uprights.
Well, 15 minutes into the second half, that could be an interesting tell. Pirongia declining the chance to take the lead. Long way to go in the season though, it's only week 1. Suburbs with a big strong scrum, they go 8-9 though. Hall gets it off to his right hand wing and into
up
touch.
on the sideline there.
Flynn Woost, who's not had too much room to move on his right wing, gets bundled in, and what, is that about 6 metres out, Ray?
Well, I'm going to say he's about 5 there, mate, to be honest with you.
5.5 we'll go with.
We'll meet you halfway.
I apologise that my scoreboard says 16-12, it's actually 16-10. Not too sure how I've botched that one up.
12-10. I'll correct you.
This is a line out straight to the front. Crash ball in there for the number 12 through Jared Howells. Pirongia told to leave it. Matanga in the pocket, and he's going to hurry a kick out. It'll be a line out where pretty much
there, I mean.
staying in line where we had one 5 minutes ago. Great to see, Ray. Not an uncommon sight here at Suburbs, but families out with the kids playing around.
Absolutely. It's always good to see the kids around at Suburbs running around as the fathers partake in a nicely cold beverage from the bar inside the club rooms here.
Yeah, bossy. I mean, do we know how many years she's worked? She's probably about 30 and worked 29 of those at Suburbs.
I don't want to even try and work it out because I'll get it wrong.
I'll tell her that I said she was 30 and I'm sure I'll get a free beer out of it. Lovely lady that Bossy is. My 3 nephews play junior rugby here.
And we've got a substitution here for Suburbs.
I actually thought for a minute there was Stacey Daniel coming off, but actually lost. Who has? Oh no, we've got a Bloodblin replacement. Someone with a bit of claret running around.
Ethan Foley onto the field there.
Number 20. Jared Howells takes a break. Zurin shapes and goes. Little inside ball there to the number 20 of Ben Rush. Both sides making some early changes. Now pick and go from the number 19, Tom Pole. Pick and go blind. Suburbs trying to get over and pinch, they can't. Hall goes to 20 again. Rush his second carry in 3 phases. Another pick and go from Andrew Charleston. Zurin out to the left. Little juggle ball there from Liam Hobbs, the captain.
Foley holding him up, strong here.
Ethan Foley doing well on D. A lot of encouragement from behind the goal line. They go short to the number 20. Some great D coming in from Suburbs.
Great defence here.
Saw it the first half in the same position, but from Pirongia.
We've got numbers blind here.
They've got blind Belk with ball.
And held up again.
And they go towards the sideline.
They must be very close in that far side of the field there, Bevan. Cannot
We've got
see.
like 20 people in front of us. And
looks like he's called a knock on.
It's called a knock on. Well, some great D. As we said, first half it was Pirongia in the same position. This time it's Suburbs.
Looks like Glenn Foot's had a little bit of help from his AR on the sideline there.
Yeah, I think Mr. Sargent has swapped sides. Good to have your company, folks, wherever you are. Bevan Jenkinson and Ray Lee with you at Bev's Broadcasting. How do you like that? First time in commentary, and I'm bringing you into the fold already, Dre.
That's fantastic, mate. And I couldn't pick a more stunning day to do it on. The sun's shining, Flagstaff Park.
Well, I don't know. It's a lot of it, as we said, where the sun is pretty much on a 180-degree angle.
Just need that little bit of cloud cover now, and we'll be right. We'll be able to see what's going on that far side of the field as the ball's fed to the scrum.
It starts to twist. Pirongia up quick though, but legally. Suburbs have lost a couple of metres. They only had 5 to work with. Matanga switches play with a kick.
That's a great nudge.
Great nudge, but well kept in from Belk. Looking at his options. Oh! Wicked
Solid
dude!
defence here from Oscar coming through, our number 7 import.
Belk got whacked back.
And he's got the penalty on that defence too, as he gets the claps on the backs from his own teammate.
Well, that was an amazing play. And okay, it was from Suburbs, but I don't care who it is. That was brilliant.
Great defence. Just defence like that can change the game slightly, get your boys up, G them up a little bit, and now we go.
It almost gives you that half player again, doesn't it?
Absolutely. There's another substitution comes on the field for Suburbs in the front row department by the looks of it. Taking off number 1 and big Tom Marsden coming on.
Yeah, but it's not on you.
I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
Your Piahana Harris coming off the field.
Is your nose crooked?
Tom Marsden in the number 17 jersey. This line out 11 metres inside Pirongia's half. So there's not mucking around with the line-outs. Matanga in the midfield gives the ball off to Daniel. Daniel not shy. Good rip from Suburbs off the ball carrier. Tinty still on the field. Matanga off to the right. They come back into traffic. 9 metres inside the half.
Both teams back to 15 players, Bevan, so we're back to evens again now, mate.
Oh, keep you on, Ray, if you like that. I'd be gone. 5 metres inside the half, Suburbs. Pirongia trying to disrupt things. They
Walk
have,
through and they've just kicked it through.
but it's still on Suburbs' side. Matanga there for
Arm out there from foot,
Yeah,
under a
there's a
penalty
penalty
advantage
advantage.
here for a late hit, I believe, which
Yep.
he's coming back for.
But Andy Tilo was the player trying to chip through. Looks as though that player
there
that's
we go.
kicked it through is in an offside position.
No, because what Glenn Foot's done there is that you can't walk over the ball and tow it through anymore. You've got to keep walking and leave the ball where it is.
Forgotten about that change.
It was a few years ago now, but the old school rugby just like to kick a ball on the ground, don't we? As the ball is not out.
No, almost dropped on the wing there. Why's the ball back inside? Pirongia will hurriedly kick the ball into touch on the 22.
That's still a decent advantage there for Suburbs as we wait for the ball to be given back.
It's actually sitting quite perfectly there on the try line of the number 2 field. Suburbs off to Patararu with the A's, B's and women's taking on the in a replay of the A's and women's final last year.
Absolutely.
Unfortunately not there to live stream it. Burkhart not in a hurry to throw this time. Only in 30 seconds once the line out starts. Yeah, here we
He's
go.
caught it.
And it's a free kick. No, it is a scrum.
No, he's gone to a scrum here.
Yeah, so like we've seen in Super Rugby, once the line out has made a mark and within reasonable time, okay, we had to get the ball from the number 2 field. You've got 30 seconds to make the line out.
Absolutely. Absolutely. New rule change, and Suburbs just a little bit hesitant there on the call, trying to beat the man on the ground, but you can't beat them if you're not moving.
Yeah, the call was coming in and Brad was sitting there in a loaded position. This time it's a steady scrum from Pirongia. The Azuran off to Ramawai, who's back on the field.
Slight knock on there, I
And
believe.
yeah, I think just as he's tried to shuffle it behind him, it's gone the right other direction. Suburbs of the scrum on the 22 in the midfield. Been a very decent game though. Now, what have we had? 65 gone in this one, Ray.
Absolutely, mate. As it looks like the blood bins come back on.
go 8-9, Sinclair. Out to the right. Tilo inside. Now gone straight through. So it might be Burkhardt. It's gone with that one.
He was actually really respectful. Go, Jared! Oh, do you know what? Get a run!
That's a Daniel. Daniel shows and goes. Looking for a second. And try scored. Stacey Daniel showing us class.
Just a good set play there from the Suburbs boys from the base of the ruck. Comes out to Tommy Marsden with a good back ball. Spin it wide to open spaces and let Daniel do the rest.
Do apologise, I've just been told that the stream's been stopping and starting. I do try and pride myself on quality, Ray, but just sometimes technology doesn't work your way.
Absolutely, absolutely. You've got to have a little bit of leniency for technology these days.
But thanks to the person from Pirongia Rugby Club that messaged that one through.
Goes to show that there are people watching, Bevan, listening to our expert commentary, I guess.
Thought you were going to claim that for yourself.
I use our loosely there, mate.
25 on the angle here from Matanga. I'm just going to sweep round from right to bottom right, top right to bottom left. There's Matanga, strikes up, looks good. Kisses the crossbar, kisses the uprights. Extra 2 added.
Sneaks it in.
And we've got a 9-point ball game, 19-10. There's some more subs coming onto the field. Looks as though Luke Graham on a number 22 for Suburbs. Pete Ratamu is the new coach this season.
Absolutely.
I hear he might have brought his son over with him as well. Not playing in this one though. There's a good take in the air from Suburbs. Nice rip there from Pirongia. Suburbs still with it.
Pirongia ball there,
Pirongia,
mate.
sorry. Was that Messi? There with Demi Finley. Zoran has to get it on his toes. Now with Liam Hobbs under penalty advantage. And
High there, I think.
no use of it. So yeah, it's a head high call.
Just a little bit high there in the tackle.
I suppose week one the default's always shoulder, but it's now sternum.
100%. And when you're running that quick and into contact, you're always trying to put a shot on and it can slide up slightly, so no malice in it at all, just naughty boy, don't do it again.
Oh, this kick hasn't found touch. Both sides guilty of it. This is a way loose ball out the back as Matanga poots a ball very quickly. Hasn't found touch. Be there for Zoran on half. There for Ramaway. He gives it off to his right. There for Hill, Jason Hill. Going strong, puts a little chip through for the number 20. Puts it up here for Pirongia, and it does.
20 over for the try there.
It's a 5-pointer for the Mountain Men. They're back in it.
All stems back to that kick not going out and Luke Graham kept feeling that ball and then just throwing a haymaker out the back door, unfortunately.
Haymaker, or was it a hospital? Because motoring straight to the ICU that pass.
Oh, I would have said it was hospital if it went to someone, mate, but it found ground and the Suburbs boys were left scrambling behind their own goal there.
Like, just fucking drive it. I'm like, I'm fucking trying.
Apologies for some colourful comments being made near us, as Zoran makes no mistake with the extra 2. It's back to a 2-point ball game. Thought the scoreboard operator had lost his fingers and toes there for a second.
No, he's probably up in the grandstand and enjoying a few cold ones, so he's probably getting a little bit slower as the day goes on. Unless he's passed it on to one of the kids, which is probably not a bad move.
Not the worst thing to do.
Absolutely.
Australia.
Hey, boys.
You're right, Rob Shannon. Thank you for your work again behind camera. There's the restart. Goes down inside the 22 for Pirongia. Gets out of one. Oh, good tackle coming in from the number 17 of Marsden, who's had a strong performance off the bench. There for the loose head of Murphy. Just outside the suburbs, outside their own 22 here, Pirongia. There with Charleston. Outside the 22. It's booted down towards the suburbs 10. Sinclair fires it infield. There with the right hand wing of Nate Healy. Just gets over the halfway line. Sinclair settling things. Now it's Holton. Atanga. Out to Daniel, it's got two. Inside ball there to number 12 of Howells, who's back on the field after a blood bin. Big push and shove off the ball. Play on though.
Beat him up, Al. Good boy, Jared. Beat him up.
To a tight tackle. Now with Holton again. Midway 22, 10 metre line. There for the number 24.
Big show and go, straight up the middle.
And come left again, Matanga divvies and goes. Tries to spot a hole. Can't. Now there with Lane. Inside ball to Sinclair. Back to Holton.
Only knows one way, Holton, straight up the middle.
Yeah, he's gained a few metres there. Now with Taitoko. Go left, Burkhart. The 10 out from the line, Matanga. There with Meek. Sinclair going to Burkhart, off to the right. There with Marsden. They've only got laterally, although they're under penalty advantage. Daniel, back to Sinclair. Nice little pop ball there too. Singers going close. And no advantage being played.
Here.
What do you do here, Ray?
I'm sure here, mate. Dominant scrum all day, but it looks like footy's gone the other way for some reason. No,
he's now
decided to change his hand around. He's just realised he's put his wrong hand up, and they've gone for a scrum. There we go.
Ray, they listen to you. Well, to me, you've got under 10 to play.
The way the game's been going, though, if you push the 7 out here, it's up and down, isn't it? So Pirongia will be coming back strongly as well. There was good phase play there by Suburbs, probably about 12 phases in a row there. Although going laterally, side to side, but just weren't rushing anything.
Yep. Using the top 2 inches.
Trying to stretch that defence wide, finding gaps back on the infield there.
As opposed to the bottom, so
Depends on who you are. Black Caps making 264 for 8 with their 42 overs and ODI number 3 at Bay Oval.
Now, if I'm fast enough, I'll give you an update on the Moana game, but I don't know if I will be fast enough.
No, we've actually, I was going to say time off, but no, we were on time off. So, scrum midfield, 10 metres from the Pirongia line here for Suburbs. Quick strike, it's gone messy, it'll go 8-9, Sinclair.
Go, Jared!
Out there to Howells. On this right wing.
Caught about 5 out there, pick and goes here from Suburbs boys. Forwards going to work.
Yeah, you're going to keep it in tight here for a couple, I think. Pop ball to 24, running strong. He gets brought down with the blade short.
Ready! Ready!
Matanga.
Good wide ball there, one more pass is needed.
He's got 20 out there. Oh, 20 knocks it on.
Coming back under advantage again.
Ethan Foley almost had the open line there. But thankfully under penalty advantage.
Unsure what's that penalty for. It must be. Oh, double blast of the whistle here.
I'll just say a bit of a chat, just to calm things down. Part of refereeing, or actually officiating in any sport, is about man management.
Absolutely. And footy's always been good at that.
As I'll tap and go quickly. There's with Daniel looking for a hat trick.
Get up to Jan!
Now wide up ball to Foley. Foley cuts inside.
Redeem yourself!
They go right, Matanga himself.
Stay wide, Jared.
Brought
Stay
down a
left,
metre
Jared.
short.
Jared, stay left.
Sinclair out to the forwards. Pod, and no, they're just short
No,
again.
he's short, held up.
And held up. Some great defence there from Pirongia. Should have our second goal line dropout. Reminder, you can watch these games back as often as you like. There'll be highlights posted to Dev's broadcasting official in the coming days. As the ball goes down to Ethan Foley on the 10-metre line. Ball out there to Sinclair. Now it's the right winger of Healy. He's brought down 5 metres outside the 22.
4 minutes, boy.
Go left to another number 20.
Go. Have we go.
2 20s on the field. Matanga, there for Meek. Nice
Yeah.
ball there to Lane.
boy.
Oscar Lane brought down 5 metres out.
Space, get space. Go. Go,
Goes
Jared.
to the left. Howes leaves it alone. Singers this ball on this left wing.
Slow ball coming out of that ruck there.
We're doing well on D. They've just got to be careful here. There with Daniel. Stacey Daniel gets a nice offload there. And here goes Logan Holton. Leon Holton, sorry, just brought down short.
Jared, stay option.
It's take line! Suburbs have got over. The Capo pick and goes. And a vital 5 points.
And it's at number 20, mate.
The other 20. Do apologise, we can only go by what I was given last night.
Unsure who it is. I think it's just go by jersey size rather than number on the back, I believe.
It could be
A
Gary
ploy.
Turner, Halfman maybe.
Potentially, unfortunately, a lot of new fellows to the club this year, so I haven't actually got around to shake a few hands and introduce myself and know some names.
Who's taking the conversion here?
It's number 7, Ollie.
It is number 7, Oscar Lane.
Straight down the middle.
Haven't seen a good Robinson kick a couple of points in a while.
Oscar, the good Australian schoolboy rugby, actually. He played for the Australian schoolboys.
Nice.
Come
Oh.
across this season to play his game here at Suburbs.
Moving from the West Island. Ground clock here says 2 minutes, but I think we've got about 7 according to my clock.
And then there's 3 minutes yelled on the field as well, so everyone's a bit confused
Yeah.
on how much time's left. Only one knows, will be Glenn.
Yep, always in the hands of the referee. 4-8-6-8. Oh, this one's straight through the hands of Thomas Marsden. And that's a coach and manager and spectator killer, that one.
It's the first error he's had since he's been on the field, so and still a young man himself, Thomas.
Oh, we're all prone to silly things. Line out here just outside the 22 of Suburbs for Pirongia. Because that's claimed at the back there by the number 3. Under advantage here for Pirongia. There for Hill, now Belk. Inside ball. And it's been knocked on, so they'll come back to penalty advantage. Offside is the call.
Yeah, we got some fans watching from home there, Bev. Just a big shout out to Lockie and Teddy Gregan. Currently taken home. Dad's taking them home to watch the footy on the TV, and they're enjoying the
Fair
commentary.
enough. Oh, that's good, mate. No, Mike Gregan is always a good man to catch up with.
Not with
Yes.
Mike Gregan. His name is Joanne Gregan.
Oh, sorry, Joanne. Sorry. That'll teach me for assuming.
And I'm not sure if a good man is the right word to describe him.
Yes, I'll have to change that.
As Pirongia go for 3 points here.
Well, I reckon there's still time to play here.
Are they playing for a bonus point now, are they?
Well, what I'm saying is they're going to bring it within 7.
Oh, absolutely.
The way this game is going is that extra 3 is added.
As Glenn Foot looks at his watch.
I still reckon we've got, like, time is up pretty much on the scoreboard clock. We've got 5 minutes.
Scoreboard clock is a running clock for those at home though, so
Yep.
it doesn't get stopped when the referee stops their watch.
Actually, to their credit, earlier on today it was being stopped. Because I was making sure and looking to see whether this season would be any different.
Depends who's doing it, I guess.
It does.
Head on, Jay.
And Tanga slowly back. It's a 6-point ball game with referee's time. As Matanga's fallen over.
Yes.
And this has been knocked on from Suburbs.
Still time to play by the looks of it.
Yep. No quick look at the whistle, at the watch, so I'd say a couple of minutes. As Matanga's gone down with cramp. The way he
Footy won't let this go though. He's not part of the scrum, so Footy's going to play on.
again making rugby quicken it up.
Absolutely.
If he, isn't it required for the set piece? Not the ref's problem, but he is in a bit of pain.
He's going to hobble to the sideline here as the ball gets fed
He
to
might
the scrum.
I was going to say, he might just hobble to the wing. So there with White. Out towards the right here for Jason Hill. Jason Hill looking strong. Inside ball straight to Foley. Foley brought down on the halfway line. And Suburbs have lost this. Some great work from Pirongia. Reserve halfback Callum Hall. Now there for the right hand wing of Woost. They go left again.
Good wide
So-
ball and pressure on there.
Ramu White gets out of one. Brought down over the halfway line. Pirongia there with numbers. Now it comes right.
This will test the ticker of the Suburbs lads and test their pre-season.
Yeah, definitely. Who's done the hard yards? Same with
Knock
Pirongia.
on there.
They knock on there. The pass wasn't needed.
Double knock on.
Double knock on and
Footy's got
Last
time for
play.
one last play.
Get it and kick it out, brothers.
it's been knocked on from Suburbs. So it'll be a Pirongia feed. No,
No, he's
he
turned
has
it
gone
around.
the other way.
Yeah, he's sort of confusing himself there as well. The double, triple, quadruple knock on in a row.
Well, I love it when I've got teams that are actually similar colours to this, black and white. And always look at the way my arm's going. Thankfully for me,
Absolutely.
my arm usually goes to the right place. Usually.
Absolutely. So all Suburbs need to do here is put the ball into the scrum and kick the ball out.
Yeah, just turn around and get rid of it. Glenfoot has said this is last play. Sinclair feeds. Pirongia have made some good meters here. Anthony Hall's come through and disrupted things. They don't want to collapse small though. Pirongia have got to get this ball back. They don't. It's for Suburbs. As Stacey Daniels trying to run it through to the sideline. He eventually puts boot to ball.
And there's a little scuffle on in the background.
And that is full time. As there is a bit of a how to do on the 22. But what a game we've had here, Rayleigh.
It's been a fantastic game. It's been niggle all the way through, and big congratulations to both sides, Suburbs and Pirongia, for a well played game.
Yep, Suburbs 26 beating Pirongia 20 in this triple header. 34-5 in the women's game to Suburbs. Pirongia winning in the Bs. I can't remember that score, sorry. And
It was a close affair, I thought.
It was.
Wasn't it? One try in it.
yeah, and Suburbs 26-20. Suburbs off to Pirongia.
Patadoo
Next week, sorry. And then Kirioni away, and then Surf at home. That match will be live streamed unintentionally. I haven't actually put who Pirongia play in the next couple of matches. But best of luck to them. Big thanks, Ray, for your
No problem,
to join us, mate. What a game to debut, and take care out there, folks. Look after yourselves, especially